Good day everybody, it's your boy Disc Golf Fossil aka Disc Golf Mezzo aka me. I wanted to unbox this, well I boxed it already. Couple of new discs, actually 5 from Lone Star, which finally completes my bag, so it's possible for me to throw it on PDGA sanctioned tournaments. 90% of the bag needs to be Lone Star, and now I do only discs that are not the Lone Stars. In my bag are 2 Destinies, and they are not going anywhere simply because I just love them. Delinquent Habits, by the way. And Team Rugged discs. But let's go. We got 5 new discs here. Ugh. Actually more, but they're not for me. First one we needed a replacement for Justice, which has been my go-to approach flick forehand disc. I also have Anvil, but I needed something from Westside lineup, and I had Jackrabbit, I had Copperhead, I had Harpoon, but they just didn't feel like overstable enough. So what I needed was overstability and hopefully flat disc, and that is exactly what I got. I got Walker. It's a Bravo Walker, 175 grams, very flat top, and what I've heard, it's super overstable, as is Justice as well. I don't know is that proper grammar, but you know what I mean. So Walker, it's gorgeous, and I love the Bravo. It's pretty soft plastic. It feels good on forehand. I can really get a good grip on it, and hopefully, haven't thrown these, so. But Walker, definitely gonna replace my Justice for the time being. Then we needed, what we needed was replacement of Destiny, which I don't think it'll be, but it's gonna challenge for it. And finally Lone Star came up with a distance driver that was understable enough for me. I've tried Nimitz, and even Nimitz is not as understable as I would hope as a brand new disc. Hopefully when it beats in, it's much more understable. But I needed an understable distance driver, and now I have it. Harrier. Incredibly beautiful. Again, this is alpha plastic, which is supposed to be a little more understable plastic, but look at the dome in this. It has huge dome in it. I don't know how good you can see that, but if I recall the numbers, well, they're here. 12, 6, -3, and 2. So seems like a super understable disc, but I'm hoping it to be a really good bomber for me. Hyzer flip it and just let it glide forever, because Glide 6, it's a good sign to have, and I can't wait to try this disc out. Very, very domey, a little bit stiffer than the Bravo plastic, and I'm hopeful this can be the next big distance driver for my bag. It needs to do incredibly for me to replace Destiny, but I'm gonna give it a proper chance for it. Then we needed more fairways, because what I was looking at when I was signed the contract to be part of the Ranger team for Lone Star was definitely that I needed to implement much more fairway drivers to my bag, since I don't have the super arm to throw those Warbirds or Bayonets or Segans and stuff like that. I already had Guadalupe and Mockingbird in my bag, but I wanted to get more slow speed drivers for me, so I got 2. First one is one of the newest discs from Lone Star lineup. It's the Waco stamp. I don't know, is it rare or not? But it's the Brazos. I don't know how you spell it up there, but 7502, so exactly like Evader, Explorer type of numbers. And the feel, I gotta give it up, feels exactly like something like Huia from RPM Discs, or maybe Explorer. Combination between those two. Not super flat, but pretty flat. It's in alpha plastic. I'm hoping it to be really consistent and reliable, overstable fairway driver to complement, let's say, Mockingbird, but be much more overstable than, let's say, Mockingbird. Fuck. I'm hoping it to be complement to Mad Cat and much more stable than Mockingbird, but not a super overstable fairway driver. I'm hoping it to be. Well, not something like Chupacabra or something like that, but you know, much more stable than the next one. First of the two signature series, or whatever you want to call it, Emerson Keith's Frio. This, out of all these 5 discs, I gotta give it up. This feels the best. And I think the numbers of Frio is 7.5 minus 1 and 1, but it's supposed to be more stable than a Mockingbird. So then I would have 4 7-speed fairway drivers in my bag. Guadalupe, the most understable, then Mockingbird straight to when it beats in a little understable, then just well, maybe stable at the start, but then becomes the straight one with Frio, and then the Brazos as an overstable one. This feels incredible. The weight in it is 174, Founders plastic. It looks awesome. Go support your own favorite pro players. Emerson Keith, thanks for the disc. And then the final one, which is also a signature. I just love the first one that I had in my bag. It's the Texas Ranger, and this is the Nico Lucastro Texas Ranger, also in Founders plastic. 174. My Texas Ranger, it is stable, but it still has a fade in the end. But I think a couple of more tree hits and it's going to be much more straighter to maybe even understable. And this is a complement to that newer, and what I've heard that Founders plastic is a little bit more stable than let's say, I think my Texas Ranger is Bravo. So I'm hoping this to be a little bit more understable. So I would complement those two to be those straight far flying mid-ranges. And then we have a little bit more overstable mid-range for not that long shots as with the MIDI. So, and look at this disc. It's fucking gorgeous, man. Nico Castro, keep crushing that tour, man. These 5 discs are my new discs to my back, which complements something. One more disc from Lone Star that I'm super excited of getting once they become available here in Europe, since the shipping and the customs are pain in the ass to order from the United States, is the Benny. I think Benny and Penny would be a perfect combination for me. I'm not dissing Copperhead or Jackrabbit by any means, but they are pretty stable for putting putters. I'm putting now with the Copperhead, and I'm gonna introduce all those discs when I do the in the bag video or something like that. But these are the 5 discs which I wanted to introduce to you. Go check Lone Stars out, Lone Star Discs out at lonestardiscs.com. Go check my other family, Rocket Discs, European disc retailer. Incredible amount of inventory with them. Go check them out at rocketdiscs.com. I got nothing more to say. I'm hoping to throw these all today when we go out for a round in one of the difficult courses here. And I'm hoping to be super impressed. With that said, I'm Disc Golf Fossil, aka Disc Golf Mezzo, aka me, aka Nico. See you next time.